afternoon. You're watching Bloomberg TV Canada. I'm Christine Lee. Let's get you caught up on today's market action. The Toronto Stock Exchange is rallying to a 7-week high, led by energy producers, banks, and miners. Global equities are also up across Europe and Asia. WTI oil is trading at about $47 a barrel in New York. Oil is advancing as U.S. crude and gasoline supplies keep shrinking, according to the Energy Information Administration. And the loonie is little changed, though rising modestly for a second straight day, following strong factory sales data. The green MAC is slipping amid concerns that failed attempts to repeal Obamacare will be a pattern for U.S. President Donald Trump's legislative goals. Turning to our top stories, the first round of new NAFTA talks will be held next month in Washington. The U.S., Canada, and Mexico will hold negotiations from August 16th to the 20th, says U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer. Talks can begin before then because the Trump administration is consulting Congress for 90 days. Earlier this week, Trump unveiled a list of objectives for the new trade pact. They include a pledge against currency manipulation and more U.S. dairy, grain, and wine exports. Canadian lawmakers have said they're confident the deal can be updated and improved. And Canadian factory sales rose for a third straight month, rising 1.1% in May and topping analyst estimates compiled by Bloomberg. StatsCan says the gain was mainly due to higher sales in the transportation equipment and chemical manufacturing industries. But the economic data included a downward revision of April manufacturing sales, which TD economists say somewhat dampened their enthusiasm. Still, the May numbers show healthy manufacturing activity during the second quarter, which supports the Bank of Canada's positive economic growth story. And taking a look at a few stock moves today, Saputo is rising the most in almost a year after a ratings upgrade to the equivalent of a buy at RBC. Analysts say the upgrade reflects more attractive valuation and improving long-term growth prospects for the dairy and grocery producer. Shares of Sabina Gold and Silver also climbing to their highest level in over 4 years after receiving a positive recommendation from regulators to continue mine development in Nunavut. And Dominion Diamond is down for a second session after getting cut to the equivalent of a hold at Citi. Coming up on Bloomberg Markets Canada at 4 p.m., Benjamin Tal, Deputy Chief Economist at CIBC Capital Markets, joins us this afternoon to talk about why Canada is vulnerable to rate rises now more than any other time in recent history. I'm Christine Lee. You're watching Bloomberg TV Canada.